And sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. And in the meantime, if any of the participants or officers, if you have any kind of doubts, you can always keep it in the use the chat area to express your concern and to express your doubts, and if you need any clarifications, kind of thing. And if you have any suggestions on this area, also you can just suggest us so that we'll try to incorporate in our future coming sessions. Thank you, ma'am, and over to you, ma'am. A presentation is visible, ma'am. So you are right to audible. I think you're logged in 2 accounts, ma'am. I think one of the account you should log out. All right, ma'am. Madam, still you are not audible. There was some technical issue. I think madam will rejoin. So in the meantime, let me give a brief thing. So the reason why we have chosen this topic is, so the technology is evolving, and deepfakes are also blistering speed, right? You know, those deepfakes are also happening in a bigger way. And recently, I think the Prime Minister sir is also mentioned very clearly. So it is going to be area like where everyone has to be looked into. And in one of the research states in one of the research, it was stated in 2018. So the false news was spread almost 10 times faster than the real news. So the deepfake is not only related to the images, and the deepfake is also related to the voice messages. And in recent times, we also have seen, number of cyber crimes which are happening by using the voice, imitation of the voice, and where it is led to some kind of threats also. And this statement, like, the false news is also spreading more than 10 times faster than the real news. And according to the one of the survey, it is stated like, more than 65,000 cybercrime incidents are reported across in India in only in 2022, right? So we can just understand like how fastly and how quickly these things are happening. So we are all equally responsible to spread a word and to spread, information across our colleagues as well as our family members about these kind of issues. So it is also involved in extorting unsuspected innocent people. Mom, can you speak?
Yeah. Can
Yes,
you?
mom. Yes, mom. Yeah. All right, all right. Thank you, mom. Thank you so much.
I think the previous session is still on in another tab. So,
Okay, okay, mom. Okay, mom. Okay, mom.
oh,
You can just carry on, mom. Thank you
yeah.
so much.
So, good morning, everyone. And let us quickly go through the deepfakes, security challenges, and measures to be taken. Uh, so, what is deepfake? So, anyone who is able to modify or manipulate digital media content like text or photo or video, we call it as deepfake. And advancements in technology means more GPU, more computing resources, which are less expensive, and lot of data being available. All these are enabling even a non-expert to create deepfake videos. So the alarming thing is like these people are able to generate content to represent an event which has not occurred or existing at all, something which is very new, they can create. So, a person who is not existing, his photograph can be created. An event or like a hurricane or an earthquake which has not occurred, that kind of a video can be generated. It has become plausibly impossible to distinguish the original media from the fake with a naked eye. So, given an original video and a fabricated video, a deep fake video, you can't even make out the difference. It's so nearer to the truth. And this is going to be a threat to the international institutions, nations, and individuals, and this needs to be addressed immediately. Deep fake means deep learning models and faking the images or the videos or the text means any digital media content can be faked using deep learning models. That's called as deepfake. So this talk, uh, I'm supposed to give you an overview of deepfakes, their benefits to the society, how they actually work. We'll also go through a few tools which are available online, and let me make it sure uh, that these set of tools are provided only for educational purposes, and these tools should not be misused by anyone. So these tools can manipulate sounds, images, videos to defraud and misinform individuals and businesses. So there are two kinds of things that we normally talk about in deepfakes: misinformation and disinformation. So if there is a fact, and if we are wrongly, trying to advocate that fact in with a wrong intention, it is misinformation. And if there is nothing like what is being told, and that is created from the base, that is called as disinformation. So all these kinds of misinformation and disinformation are being generated by the deepfakes. We'll also highlight the threats that are presented by these deepfake technologies to businesses, politics, and judicial systems world over. And will, for a while, also explore potential solutions to the deepfakes. Let me share the screen. Yeah. So I'm sharing my camera. Okay. And here you go. So I'm Sharing my screen. Please let me know if you can see this. Can you see my whole camera?
Yes, ma'am. We are able to see that. Thank you.
And can you see the deepfake application?
Correct, ma'am. Correct, ma'am.
Yeah. So I have chosen Einstein's photo, and you can see this is my own camera feed at the left. Okay. And as I'm talking to you, my mouth lip movements are being synced with the images that I have selected out here. I turn my head to left, right. Okay, I blink my eyes. I smile. Okay, so all this is possible. You can actually fake this recording. Okay, with any kind of a photo you require. So I requested Jagdish Garu to give his own photograph to me so that I can use it as a live demo. So look, this is not me talking to you. This is Jagdish Garu. This is a simple deepfake application, and look, within a few minutes, a couple of minutes, I can record a video uh, for some text which I intend to be uh, told by Jagdish ji. Okay, so this is simple GAN-based application, generative adversarial networks-based application. So I am stopping the screen share. Let me go back to the presentation. Hope you could see the application, right? Next.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Coming back to the Chrome tab, I'll go back to our session. Now you could see how simple it is to fake a video. Now that's the reason why we see a lot of uh, videos getting posted every now and then related to celebrities, politicians, movie stars, right? So, yeah. So all this started a few years ago. Let me share this. So this is a video which actually started this kind of a deepfaking related videos awareness. So University of Washington people have developed an experiment wherein they put words in the Obama's video. So since then, people started deep faking, and lot of tools started coming in. Lot of free sources started coming in, and now recently after the Chat GPT and many of its OpenAI based models tools are now provided online for free. A few of them are also provided for some nominal amounts. Like for instance, this is a website called This Person Does Not Exist. This is an AI tool, artificial intelligence tool. It's an online platform, and any user can generate realistic fake portraits of people who don't exist at all. So these are all imaginative characters. And this is not drawn by somebody who is an artist, but this picture is created by an AI program. And look and it looks exactly like a human being. So let me take you to this website. So you just go to this person does not exist and you'll get a photograph. And there's no person in the world with this face. But these are all generated using AI model and lot of already existing photographs uh, which are given as input to that AI model. AI model learns how the facial features are for different kinds of people, and then it starts generating its own kind of a person's image. Now you just click on the tab again and again, you'll get new and new photographs. So these are all people who do not exist. And there are also websites where you can feed parameters and then generate the images. Like for example, I hope you can see the screen. You can say female of some age 50 plus years, ethnicity an Indian, and then you can refresh an image. So here you are providing the parameters. Okay, so you can start refreshing until you get a image of your choice. So you can also provide a seed image for yourself. Okay. So these are people who do not exist but generated based on the scope that you have given to this tool. Now these pictures can be downloaded and put as WhatsApp profiles or Facebook profiles, Insta profiles, and they look so real. You also have a lot of other tools which are similar. So this is unrealperson.com, and you can again give some inputs and then generate the outputs. So like this, you also have some tools, but here you can generate from image to image. So you can give somebody's image, and from that image you can create a new photograph. So it can be text to image, image to image. So you can describe somebody, and then based on that description, a photo can be generated. So I have generated this yesterday night for this presentation. So I just took some shloka from Saundarya Lahari, which describes Saraswati Devi. So I just took the English translation for Kamalavana Bala Taparuchim, and then Arunameva Bhavatim. So this English translation is like step into the realm of knowledge with the goddess. Her radiant aura, like the sun at the dawn, the morning sun, illuminating your path towards enlightenment. See her in all her glory and wisdom, sitting on a white lotus near a pious swan. I gave this prompt, and this is the image that got created. It's nobody has drawn it; the machine has drawn it.
Mom, like we're not able to see that slide, mom. Yeah, yeah. Now that is fine, mom. That's fine.
Okay. So this is the shloka from Saundarya. I just thought the description which is there in Adi Shankaracharya's mind, how he described Devi, so that would be the best because it is unknown to a machine. So this gave me this picture. Now I can add some more description to this, saying she needs to have a veena in her hands and maybe a crown. So I can add some more prompts and get a picture of what the description actually means, how the machine understands this description. and it took only less than a minute to, create that image. So this is a video I generated, and which you can see the sun moving, and it's a very short video. So like this, you can give a description. You can give a description and then generate the photos or the videos. How is all this done? There are four kinds of deep fake or face manipulations that are possible. One is identity swap. So in place of my face, I can put somebody's face. So this consists of replacing the face of a person in the target image or video with the face of another person in the source image or the video. Next, we have what is called as face reenactment. Means I am very happy in the video, but you can change the expression, saying I'm shouting at somebody. That is face reenactment. Then is attribute manipulation. We can alter the face attributes like skin tone. We can make it dark or light. We can change the age. We can change the gender and so on. And entire face synthesis means a particular face is not existing at all. You're creating a totally new face. So non-existing face samples. Like for instance, you can see this one, the first one is an original photograph. Okay. And this I have shown you here identity swap. So this is an example that I generated using reface tool. So can you identify who this person is in this photograph? So Jagdish Garu was kind enough to provide his photo, and I just provided it as a seed to this original photo. So only the face is swapped. Okay. So like this, any celebrity photo, be it a politician or be it a government official, be it a celebrity movie actor, the photos can be, the faces can be swapped. And this one more. For the video, I have changed the faces. So the original person is not. So this is so easily done. Even people who are not educated can easily pick up this technology. It's all about having an electronic gadget, internet, and online too. So now in this domain, two fields are getting popular. One is face swapping, next lip syncing. So somebody's video is already there, and like I have shown you the deepfake application. So when I was speaking something, I was reading some text. Now I'm making a video wherein Jagdish's photo is actually included in the video. A video is generated so that whatever I am speaking, the same thing is being cloned on him. Similarly, head puppetry. So the way the head is moved. Okay, so these are the three major ways in which videos are manipulated to create deepfakes. And as I told you, contents are generated by combining and superimposing existing media, means existing video or existing photograph, onto a source media using a GAN network, which is a deep learning model. Then somebody generates fake videos. What next? Somebody must be able to detect it as well. So there are certain things like blink of an eye. So it's quite, eye movement is quite unnatural in the photograph. So based on the study of eye movement, you can make out that it's a deep fake video. And some shades like from head, I mean neck and above, the color of that head face will be different and the body will be different. so the shade might be different. Some shadows, like your head is turned towards left, so the deepfake image may actually give you a complete image with fully illuminated on both your left and right sides, but actually there is usually a shadow when you turn to left. So like this, there are certain key features which deepfake detection methods use to find whether that video is genuine or fake. What do these GANs or deep learning models do? So there GAN, it takes two artificial neural networks, and these two networks work together to create deepfakes. They're called as detectors or discriminative networks and synthesizers, generative networks. They're trained on a large data set of videos, images, and sounds to produce high quality deepfakes. What does the synthesizer do? It initiates the sequence by generating deepfake content that is accurate enough to trick the detector. So synthesizer keeps generating some images. Now the detector should be able to find out whether it is uh, matching any human features. So the detector is responsible for analyzing and distinguishing whether the deepfake produced by the generator is authentic. So now generator generates an image. Detector says, yeah, it's a good image. It's not a good image. So as long as it says it is a good image, generator is doing its job well. But if whatever image generator has generated, if detector says it's not a good image, then you have to drop and then go and generate a new image. So this cycle is continued until discriminator is unable to detect media forgery. It thinks that generated image is authentic. So thereby improving the overall quality of deep fake before it can be deployed. So why deep fake? Why at all we should have this technology? The positive use cases could be for generating faces or videos of historical figures. We want to know how Ashoka Chakravarti used to be, or we need to know the historical figures like Chanakya, how he used to be, and it can you can use those images or videos generated for educational content. Similarly, dubbing of films from one language to another with appropriate lip sync. You can see Hindi movie when it is dubbed to Telugu, the lip movement, we can make out it's a dub movie. But then deepfake videos can actually sync uh, the language spoken very easily. So most deepfake manipulations are intended for entertainment purposes, like movies, video games, educational videos. So when it comes to video games, deepfake tools can be used to develop realistic virtual environments and natural sounding in-game assistants, which improve the user experience. So you'll have a very close to natural sound, and the way you look at the video uh, in the game, it will be very comfortable, for navigating through. Education videos, you can create tons of videos and presentations and post them on the learning platforms. So you can take a photograph and then a voice assistant and then create the content script and make it read. Automatically, you can create the educational video. For movies, these technologies, they enable film producers to cast deceased actors. Like for example, an actor named Paul Walker died before the completion of the movie Furious 7. And deepfake technology was used to recreate his face for the last scene of the movie. And to make a deepfake video, the creator initially trains a neural network on many hours of real footage of the person. Then his behavioral characteristics, the features are all extracted, and then he combines the trained network with computer graphics techniques to superimpose a copy of the person onto a different actor. So the last scene, somebody else acts, and this deceased person's behavioral characteristics, which are learned by the model from the past movies, is now superimposed onto the real person, a duplicate actor, and then the the scene is shot. Similarly, this can be a very popular application in photo studios, video stores. It can help individual add to the event videos, developing a digital version of their loved ones. Say somebody has not attended a marriage function or some function, they're away from your place. You can add them to your videos or photos. Now, World Health Organization has also developed an AI-based solution called Florence, which helps individuals cope up with tobacco addiction. Similarly, many applications are now seen in the area of medical care. But what are the security challenges, security issues that we have to resolve? Human face, image, or video, or audio means voice manipulation. It's a serious issue, right? So there are tools like the deepfake video that I just generated in the beginning, live. Okay, that can be integrated into a Zoom or WebEx call. And like as you see my video now, instead of me, I can make somebody else's face to appear there. So this is a serious issue because the integrity of information is at stake. And FRS systems, face recognition systems, play a central role in human interactions in online meetings and biometrics based person identification. So this deep fake could be a problem. Automated FRS and speaker verification systems, now their accuracy may drop down to alarming rates. So, certain researchers have published that around 95% of the time, these face recognition systems they fail identifying the fake faces. So, criminals could use a victim's identity and use a deep fake video of them to open bank accounts, which could later be used for money laundering activities. In judicial also, it could pose a major threat, like evidence tampering. So evidence in the court of law can be manipulated with the use of deepfake technologies to sway away a case one way or the other. So problems during cross-examinations when an offering party says or affirms certain details of a deepfake video, while opposing party says, no, this is not a genuine content. And you can rarely make out the difference between a deepfake video and the original video. So, in such cases, this could negatively impact court cases because there will be more caseload, cost a lot of money, and waste a lot of time to verify and authenticate the evidence before it can be admissible in the court. So, this is an instance which was popularly published in the news like a couple of years ago. A mother created an audio file that sounded like a recording of the father threatening her child to support her claim that he was too violent to be allowed access to their children. So the mother has doctored audio evidence using these deep fake technologies. So she took an online tutorial and she followed the steps and created an audio that the father was shouting at their children. However, after the file was forensically examined, it was proven to be fake and dismissed by the courts. Politics, it can use deepfakes for disinformation within the politics. So the fact doesn't exist at all, and these viral videos, they take this disinformation deep into the audience. You know how quickly the videos get circulated through a lot of social media networks. And politicians sometimes may, in these deepfake videos, may appear intoxicated or mispronouncing their words in the deepfake videos. So deepfakes can have a damaging impact on geopolitics and relationships between the countries. Like, for instance, in Twitter, there was a post by one of the officials of one of the governments, one of the nations, and it was about a soldier holding a knife to the throat of an Afghan child. But that was a fake photograph. So one country has demanded another country to apologize. So there is a growing need for policies to regulate the use of deepfakes on social media platforms for political gains. In the Indian context, we have seen a lot of celebrity photos and videos were deepfaked and made viral. Most of you are aware of our Honorable Prime Minister's Darbar dance and video, which was deepfaked, and lot of movie actors' photos were deepfaked. So sometimes certain politicians' videos, the audio can be tampered with, and the public might be misinformed on various discussions these political leaders normally do. Businesses, again, they have a lot of budgetary impact if deepfake technologies are used. So normally, these deepfake technologies, they are combined with social engineering attacks, like the email phishing. So that can affect the businesses and also the organization's reputation. For this, for example, unusual CEO of fraud via deepfake audio steals some 243,000 US dollars from a UK company. So it was like this. The cyber criminals, they called a company CEO, pretending to be CEO of their parent company. And they said, urgently you transfer some money through wire transfer to a Hungary based supplier, and they gave the address. And this UK company CEO, upon listening to that phone call, deepfake audio, he was assured that like it was his parent company's CEO, and the voice also assured that a reimbursement will be made very soon. After the money was transferred, it was forwarded to some account in Mexico and lot of other locations. Now the identification of the fraudsters and the tracing became more very difficult. So cybercriminals have taken advantage of the technology to misinform and defraud businesses and the individuals. And lot of misinformation on the internet can be exploited by bots. As you know, they keep collecting information, and hence individuals can be trolled and blackmailed with these fake videos that are generated. Similarly, political unrest uh, or religious unrest or conspiracies might be possible with fake speeches, fakely generated speeches. Similarly, we have just seen an example of China and Australia, government to government mispropagation of information. There are a lot of face editing apps that these youngsters use these days, normally for photo editing, but they are also used for deepfaking. Similarly, a lot of deepfake video tools are used. and audio tools are used. There are also a lot of tools for detecting deepfakes, but most of them are commercial. And how is it dealt with in the Indian law system? So there are no particular things that quote deepfake, but they broadly come under these sections of this act. Like Section 66E of IT Act 2000 is applicable in cases of deepfake crimes that involve the capture, publication, or transmission of a person's images in the mass media, thereby violating their privacy. Such an offence is punishable with up to 3 years of imprisonment or a fine of 2 lakh rupees. Similarly, Section 66D of IT Act punishes individuals who use communication devices or computer resources with malicious intent, leading to impersonation or cheating. An offence under this provision carries a penalty of up to 3 years imprisonment and some fine of 1 lakh. Similarly, you have section 67, 67A, 67B of IT Act, which can be used to prosecute individuals for publishing or transmitting deepfakes that are obscene or contain any sexually explicit acts. Similarly, there is an IPC 1860, which can also be resorted to for cybercrimes associated with deepfakes, like sections 509, words, gestures, or acts intended to insult the modesty of a woman, 499, criminal defamation, 153A and B, spreading hate on communal lines, among others. So, as the recently Rashmika Mandanna case, the police have registered an FIR by invoking some sections 465 and 469, which are involved in forgery to harm the reputation of a party. So apart from this, we also have copyright acts. So if any copyrighted image or video is used to create deep fakes, then it is punishable. So you can see our Ministry of Electronics and IT has immediately after those celebrity videos became viral, they came out with a notice saying any content must be, when reported, must be removed within 36 hours of reporting. Otherwise, there are some rules quoted under which the individual is can be punished. At the global level, so like for instance, recently an AI summit was held, and people have signed on an understanding document that AI has to be used ethically and responsibly. And NIST, which is a National Institute of Standards and Technology body, the government of US, has already released a risk management framework, which talks about trustworthy and responsible AI. So all these deepfakes come under AI. So the risk management framework, it applies equally well on all of these technologies. So creating deepfake images raises ethical concerns due to potential misinformation or disinformation, and these generators can make fake evidences when it comes to courts and law. They can also manipulate the public sentiment politically or religiously. So we need to ensure responsible and trustworthy AI for all. Thank you. So here I close.
Oh, thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful session on these deepfakes. I think like all the officers and the people who are attending this session also agree with me. I think it is a concern where it is expressed deeply by many of the occasions. So we have to be careful when we are in a social media or when we are posting or whatever postings in social media platforms or in public platforms. So with that, like we thank you, ma'am, for joining the session and enabling us to know more on these deepfakes and its advantages and adversary kind of thing, adversaries. So with this session, I think like most of the officers and participants who are attending the session will take care by themselves as well as their family members also. And sir, ma'am, if you have any questions, kindly keep it in the chat area so that we will try to ask madam few questions before we conclude the session, so that it will be useful for all of us also. I think, ma'am, like one of the question, ma'am. So the requesting with the organizers to kindly organize fishing and voice phishing and wishing. All right, sir. We will try to we'll try to do that, sir. Voice phishing and voice phishing. We will try to do that. And any other questions from any of you? Okay, ma'am. I think one of the question is typically need some technical expertise to identify the deepfakes, and also mention like tools are commercial. So kindly suggest some tips for common users to identify fake videos. Ma'am, am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Some tips they were asking to identify these deepfake videos, kind of thing.
Yeah, yes, sir. So I told in the particular slide, normally eye movement is quite unnatural in the deepfake videos. So that is where you can make out. That is one. Then the second one is like normally face swapping is done in most of the videos. So you can see the skin tone of the body and the skin tone of the face. That will vary. Similarly, ears, the lower portion of the ear, that is normally uh, not at the right shape and curve. So you can identify certain things like this: blinking of eyes, skin tone, shadows. Okay. So if it is a fabricated deepfake video, the shadows that are seen in the picture, they'll be very uniform. They're programmatically generated. But in the natural photographs, the shadows will be based on which direction you're sitting and the like. So these are certain of the things which even program point of view we look at.
All right, ma'am. Another question is deepfakes of voice generation possible as that?
Yeah, I have shown you a few tools